We are decking the halls on a tight budget. This video is packed full of inspiration and Christmas DIYs to really make your home cozy yet decorative just in time for this holiday season. As many times as I DIY pillowcases using placemats or various items in Dollar Tree, it's always fun when they put out real pillowcases. So they have several different designs, or I found 3 at my store. But the Christmas trees, the candy canes, and the gingerbread, I love the Christmas tree ones the best for actually decorating on a pillow. I felt like it matched my style, going with more of my neutral pillows. I do recommend ironing these or steaming them, but being careful not to get them too hot. But they look really great outside, and I'm going to go ahead and pick up several to just add here and there to the pillows that I already have. But I wanted to use another one. I'm just using my Cricut heat press that I feel like it irons so good, so I love to use it, and it's always in my craft room. But for this one, I wanted to create a fun wall hanging. So using the candy cane one, I am going to go ahead and cut it down into like a more narrow strip. I am not going to be cutting off any of the words, but I don't care to lose the little border on the edges. Adding a dowel rod to the top and the bottom, and then some fun pom-poms. After I attach these dowel rods, which did also come from Dollar Tree, I'm going to trim them down with my miter shears. It does take a couple of tries with these. I don't like to cut through the first time, but after I got those all cut down, I did leave a little bit of space to add a hanger at the top, but taking some of this really fun pom-pom ribbon and adding it to these raw edges, because I was worried that they would like try to ravel since I did just cut this off, and I also feel like it adds like extra detail and looks really cute. I feel like wall hangings are not only easy to put together, they're really inexpensive, but they add so much color to your space. If you have like a huge wall you want to fill up, you can literally make them as big or small that you need to fill up your space. I attached a jute twine hanger to the top just to have something to hang it from, but also I think red and white baker's twine would look really cute, but just hung this from a shelf, and I feel like it makes like a huge difference, and like I say, going for that pop of color. You can obviously tell what my favorite thing to do with these plungers are, and that is to create these stands, but they are just so sturdy and thick that they last so much better than any of the Dollar Tree dowel rods that they have out right now. And even Walmart, I used to trust them to get large dowel rods from, but I haven't been able to find them lately, so these plungers are a great go-to. So for this one, I wanted to create a wreath stand, and I just love it. So this is something that when you put a hook on the stand, you can change the wreath out for any holiday season. Just paint your post like a neutral color or something that can go with your everyday style decor. For this little mini wreath I had on hand, I wanted to really dress it up and look like it had more Christmas greenery. So I'm cutting apart some of the leftover floral picks that I already had on hand. I lay down all of the greenery first, which I feel like it gives it such a high-end look whenever you mix the different types of greenery. And then just for that small pop of color, I did red berries around it. I stuck it on a little golden hook. I added a bow to the top. This is one of my favorites, something that I use all the time and just really enjoy having. If you haven't noticed, I have been loving making snowmen this Christmas, especially for some reason. But, I mean, I make a ton of them every year, but they're just my favorite to paint. I found these cute little blocks at the Dollar Tree, and I noticed that they stack up really cute. So I thought it would be fun to make some block snowmen. I know I made some tiny little ornaments with the mini little dice at Dollar Tree or from Dollar Tree, and they looked really cute, so I was inspired by that to make some bigger ones. So these are super simple to put together, would make an amazing craft for like family craft night, involve your kids. These are really cute. You could even, like, if you want this to be a free project, go find like scrap wood. We always used to like cut off the blocks to craft with before I really used only Dollar Tree items to do things, especially for my channel. But for these snowman, I just use the back of my paintbrush to get the perfect little eyes and mouth, and I paint on a carrot nose, and then I want to glue these together so I'm not constantly having to stack them back up to decorate with. And then to give them little scarves, I just tied around some satin ribbon. I completely forgot to add the little buttons first. I should have done that before I tied the scarves on there, but I went ahead and added them. And then I went back to the yard and found some more twigs. This time I wanted them a little bit bigger, so I glued these on the edges, and I feel like they are the perfect thing. I love using my miter shears to get the perfect angle so that I can actually tilt these up, but they actually stood like really well in place. I'm shocked. I thought I was going to have to be standing there and holding them forever, but it actually stuck really quickly and cooled off, and they're holding on really nicely. So I think these are adorable, the perfect little set you can make your entire family, but a really easy craft project to do for this Christmas. I love finding blank signs like this. Just so many things you can do with them. You can get on Pinterest and look up Christmas signs and just get inspired. For this one, I had this beautiful green color acrylic paint, so I go ahead and paint the backing that, and then I'm just going to freestyle or freehand some trees so that it has a perfect pop of color, and then using another one of those wooden signs in the package and adding that to the bottom. You could use little trees to trace. I know Dollar Tree has little wooden tree pieces. You could trace those if you didn't want to freehand it, but really it does not have to be perfect. I loved how it looked with that little happy holidays down at the bottom, so it was the perfect shape to fit these little trees right on top. So the one that in the middle, I did more of a solid piece, and then on the edges, I just made them look like bare little branches. These were super simple to do. Literally takes less than 2 minutes to draw these out and then just paint over them. I felt like the white tree was a little bit plain, so I'm just taking the shape of this angled brush and dabbing it in the same color paint as the backing just to add that extra little detail. Okay, so we all know that tiered trays can be super expensive, but Dollar Tree in the plus section has one out right now for $5, this gorgeous snowflake version. It's very easy to put together, but even more fun to decorate. This is like a white metal, and it seems pretty sturdy for the $5 price point just to fix it up. It comes with 2 trays as well as 2 poles. The one with the ring goes at the top, and then just dress this up in whatever style that you want. I love that it's solid white so it would match everyone's style, and then the snowflakes are really cute and detailed. I put this together in just a couple of minutes and then added some really fun little DIY projects I've been working on, but I think it would be really fun to do like an elf themed tiered tray this year because my girls really love that, but looks really cute in addition to adding some height to a side table. So I have tons of this colorful vinyl, and I had a really fun idea to cut down some light bulbs so it would make some cute like colorful Christmas bulbs. So the first thing I needed was a sign. So using one of these wooden signs from Dollar Tree, I go ahead and paint the middle white just so everything has a nice blank canvas and it'll show up really good. I am using some red and green, but I add in some glittery gold ones too. I felt like it really needed that third color, and then just kind of freehanding a little light bulb and using that for my template. And then I soon discovered just to stack up the vinyl and cut out several at one time. I didn't get the perfect shape doing this, so I did trim a few of them up and shape them a little bit more. I knew I needed a strand for all of these light bulbs, so just added a thicker piece of baker's twine that I had on hand, and then just started playing around with them and putting them in order. It was so much fun going back through and removing the backing and actually sticking these down. These stick really well to like porous or chalky surfaces, so this chalk paint worked really well for it. I have noticed that this Dollar Tree vinyl doesn't always stick to like slick surfaces very well, or something that I don't know, it can't adhere to, and sometimes I do go ahead and Mod Podge over it if I'm a little bit nervous about it, but so far all of these projects today, they stuck really well, so I'm going to leave it as is. I painted the little like casing black for the bulb, or the little holder, the socket for the bulb black, just to kind of give it a little bit of a like more realistic look, and then took some of this twine, and I wasn't able to like make it as flowy as it was when I originally laid it out, so I just followed the bulbs and glued it to each one, and then went through with a little bit of white paint so that they looked like they were really shining, and then added a word to the bottom. I like to paint it black just because it's so reflective. Sometimes I feel like it doesn't like show up very good, or it's harder to read. And then I just tack this down with a little bit of hot glue on a few of the letters and glue this down in place. But I feel like this is a gorgeous sign. My daughter already asked if she could put it in her room, but it turned out really cute. Now I'm guessing that these are left over from the fall season just because they had yellow and orange ones left over, so let me know if you're seeing these out in your store or not, but mine still had leftover ones, so I grabbed the clear ones just so they would be classy for Christmas, and I think this is so cool. So the cork on the top is actually plastic, and it has a little switch on it, has batteries in it, so it actually lights up this little string light set that's attached to it, so you could put anything that you want in here. I decided to add in some Epsom salt and some little like greenery and berries to really dress this up before adding in a tag. But I think it looks so cool how it looks like all lit up. You could put anything that you want in here that was like miniature enough to fit. I thought about putting in some bottle brush trees, but I was worried about them tipping over and not standing straight, so I go ahead and put the lights down in first because I don't want it messing up anything like after I get it down inside of there, and then you can see how these look. This is something that's on and off switch, so you have to turn it off of the evenings. I wish they had a timer on them, but I still feel like it is a really cool product for Dollar Tree to put out. I wanted a pop of red color, so I'm just using some berries off of a faux floral stick that I had, stem, and pulled these off and stuck it down in there. I didn't even mind that the styrofoam was showing. I felt like it would look like it had the fake snow on there. I added some little glitter to mix with the Epsom salt, shook them up until I liked the look of it, and these are ready to go. But I loved these little tags. They have a little bead at the top. They're $1.25 for 6 tags. I didn't know which ones I wanted to use, but I picked out a couple of my favorites. Just put these around the top of the neck of the bottle, and I feel like these are gorgeous. Takes less than 5 minutes to put together, but so elegant and looks so gorgeous lit up at night. Another favorite find from Dollar General are these wooden trees. So these are so beautiful and easily to be overlooked. I kind of picked these up seeing what they were, and they slide into each other just like this, and I ended up loving them. So all you have to do, they come in 3 different sizes, a large, medium, and small one. So all you have to do is just slide them into the groove on each thing. But I just picked out a kind of darker shade of green that I liked, that I thought went perfect for Christmas, and then spray painted these and put them near my little red truck sign, which I think looks so adorable and rustic farmhouse Christmas. I am in love with this snowflake pattern from the Dollar Tree, and they have out all of the whole collection. I'll be using more of that later on in the video, but for this I wanted to share with you a really quick cake stand, cookie stand. You could use this as a cocoa bar, but I know tons of people make this. I've made quite a few on my channel, but they get overlooked. But if you find a gorgeous dish like this, you don't have to paint it or anything. Just take one of the Dollar Tree glass candle holders. I like to use E6000 and hot glue. Get that on the bottom, and instantly it creates like a riser that is perfect to display your holiday treats or even make like this DIY cocoa bar. Finding more of that snowflake pattern. I love all of this. I wish I had the full 16-piece set or however many, but I just don't have the space. But this is so gorgeous. But I thought it would be fun to melt some candles down. I just do this by adding water into a large pot, putting this on like medium heat, making sure all of my labels and plastic is off the candles, and just melting these down. After they get melted down, you can pour them in any container that you want. I love the little drinking glasses, the mugs, the bowls, anything like that. The bowl took a couple of candles, so I'm just melting down whatever color that you like. I did the white for the snowflake. I just feel like it looks so wintry. I'll be able to leave these out the entire month of January and just really get to enjoy them. And after they set up, they just look so beautiful with that white background. All you have to do is kind of fish out the wicks, set them down in the new container that you're going for. I like to use just like a pen or a popsicle stick and kind of hold them in place, and then pour the candle wax in. For the bowl, I feel like it would have been prettier if you would have had the third wick. That's just usually how candles come, like larger candles. But for this, for video purposes, I didn't want to have to waste another candle. I just stuck the 2 wicks in there, but it actually turned out really pretty, and I love how this looks lit up. So this is what they all three look like together, but so fun to add to tiered trays or any type of like dining room area. Lights. I felt like these LED candlesticks fit perfectly into this video. These are one of my favorite products, and these actually are on a timer, which is incredible. I am pairing it with one of the Dollar Tree little baskets and going to create a little floral like centerpiece that looks really cute. I made a couple of these to kind of set them together. These candlesticks are incredible as is, but look even better like glued down in the basket decorating around them. Now, the bottom of this does like remove from the top of it, so don't worry about gluing it down. I just hot glued it down into the bottom of the basket, and then I'm going to be filling it up with some of the older picks that I had. This is a great way to get to use them up. I love how it looks with the big pine cones, but also that pop of red with the berries. I feel like what really makes Christmas pieces look high-end whenever you're adding in so many different greenery pieces, especially like if you purchase a Christmas tree, they are usually made like that, so why not bring that into our everyday decor? So I am just putting in some different types of greenery with random picks that I have, and then I feel like it would look even better, although it already lights up, it would look even better with a little set of string lights just wrapped around the greenery, and I love it so much more. The whole piece lights up. I was able to tuck the battery pack down inside, but a really fun little piece. Thank you all so much for checking out today's video. Please leave me a big thumbs up, and I'll see you in the next video. Happy crafting! Bye!